Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal will completely transform your life. If you're watching this video now, it's not by chance. The universe has conspired to bring this message directly to your heart at this precise moment. You've been through difficulties, faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles, but you persisted in faith and hope. And now the moment you've been waiting for has arrived. Your harvest season is here, and it's not just a small change. It's an explosion of blessings that's about to flood your life. Doors that were closed are opening right now. Dreams that seemed distant are materializing before your eyes. The universe is conspiring in your favor, and everything you planted with tears, you will now reap with joy. This is not just another empty promise. It's a prophetic declaration of what is already happening in the spiritual realm and is now manifesting in your reality. Your life is about to take a complete turn. Prepare to receive abundance in all areas of your life. Financial prosperity, restored relationships, renewed health, and manifested divine purpose. What I'm sharing with you is not just a message of hope, it's a divine decree being released at this exact moment over your life. Before we continue with this powerful revelation, I want to ask 3 simple things that will intensify the transformative energies of this video. Click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave the word harvest in the comments. This simple word contains a powerful vibration that will align your spirit with the moment of abundance that is coming. If you are truly chosen, stay until the end of this message, because your transformation begins now. What you will experience from this moment on will change your life forever. Let's begin. Chosen one, open your heart to the truth I'm about to share. Every seed you've planted along your journey is now blooming with irresistible force. You sowed faith in times of doubt, perseverance in moments of adversity, and love when everything around you seemed cold and distant. And now, the moment of manifestation has arrived. Think of all the nights you cried silently, of all the days you kept walking, even when your strength seemed depleted. Every prayer, every act of kindness, every moment of resistance when all seemed lost, none of it was in vain. The universe recorded each of these seeds, and now they are blooming with an intensity that will surprise even you. The seeds of prosperity you planted, those moments when you gave even when you had little, those instances when you believed in abundance even surrounded by scarcity, are now transforming into lush trees of financial blessings. The resources you need are being released at this very moment. Doors of opportunity are opening before you, and strategic people are being sent your way to facilitate your rise. The seeds of healing you planted are now producing fruits of health and vitality. Every moment you declared life over your body, every time you visualized perfect health, even amid pain, is now manifesting in physical renewal. Your vital energy is being restored, and you will feel a strength you haven't experienced in a long time. Your body is aligning with the perfect health that was destined for you from the beginning. Remember the relationship seeds you planted, those moments when you chose to forgive instead of holding grudges, when you opted for love instead of bitterness. These seeds are blooming into deep and meaningful connections. People who value who you truly are being drawn to your life. Toxic relationships are being eliminated, and new bonds based on mutual respect and genuine love are being formed. The seed of wisdom you planted, each book you read, each mentor you sought, each moment of reflection, is now blooming into mental clarity and sharp discernment. You'll notice that decisions will become easier as your intuition is more attuned than ever. The mental confusion that once tormented you is dissipating, and crystal clarity is taking its place. This is a divine moment, specially chosen for you. The garden of your life, which once seemed barren and lifeless, is now exploding in colors and fragrances of abundance. It's no coincidence that you're seeing the signs of blooming right now. The spiritual seasons are changing, and you're entering a new cycle of accelerated manifestation. You have been tested and approved. Your unwavering faith, even when everything seemed impossible, proved your worth. The universe has conspired in your favor, and now is the time to see the tangible result of everything you planted. This is not a distant possibility. It's a reality that is already materializing in your life at this exact moment. The signs are everywhere. That unexpected phone call, that door that suddenly opened, that inspiring idea that emerged in your mind, all are indicators that the blooming season has arrived. Don't doubt, don't question, just accept with gratitude and positive expectation. This is a time to celebrate, but also to be attentive. As your seeds bloom, you need to be prepared to receive. Open your heart, expand your capacity to welcome abundance. Don't limit yourself with thoughts of scarcity or unworthiness. You deserve every blessing that is coming your way, because it was you who planted these seeds with tears, sweat, and unwavering faith. The manifestation is happening now, and nothing can prevent your explosion of blessings. You are moving from the planting phase to the blooming phase. Soon, very soon, you will enter the most glorious phase, that of abundant harvest. The soil of your life is more fertile than it has ever been. Every tear you shed, every challenge you faced, every moment of perseverance served to prepare the soil of your existence for an extraordinary harvest. And now, chosen one, the moment you've been waiting for has arrived. The time to reap without measure, without limits, without restrictions. The soil is perfectly prepared. The spiritual nutrients have been deposited through your prayers, your faith, and your dedication. The rain of divine grace has irrigated the land of your destiny, and the sun of providence has shined upon the seeds you planted. Everything is aligned for a harvest that will exceed your most ambitious expectations. This is not an ordinary harvest. It's a supernatural harvest, an accelerated manifestation of everything you've sown over the years. Where you planted pennies, you will reap thousands. Where you invested minutes of prayer, you will receive years of blessings. The law of multiplication is operating in your favor, and the return on your spiritual investment will be exponential. Look around you. Notice the subtle signs that the harvest has already begun. That unexpected opportunity, that coincidental encounter, that innovative idea that emerged in your mind, all of this is part of your harvest that is already underway. The universe is mobilizing resources, people, and circumstances to deliver to you what is yours by divine right. The land that once seemed arid and unproductive is now revealing its true potential. The places in your life where you experience the most resistance are exactly the places where the harvest will be most abundant. The areas where you felt the most pain are the same ones where you will experience the most joy. This is not mere coincidence. It is the divine principle of compensation acting in your favor. This is a harvest without measure. There will be no scarcity, no almost enough, no just what's necessary. You will reap until your barns are full, and then you will have to build new barns to accommodate the abundance that will continue to flow. Prosperity will come in waves, one after another, creating an ocean of provision in your life. Don't be surprised when blessings begin to arrive at an accelerated pace. Don't doubt when opportunities arise from unexpected places. Don't question when resources are released without apparent effort on your part. This is the nature of divine harvest. It comes not because you are striving now, but because you faithfully planted in the past. The abundant harvest that is coming is not just for you. You were chosen to be a channel of blessings for many. As you receive, you will be able to give generously. As you prosper, you will be able to elevate others with you. Your abundance is not to create isolation, but to facilitate connection and positive impact in the world around you. Prepare to be a wise administrator of this harvest. Abundance brings responsibility, and you have been prepared for this moment. Your journey of hardship has developed in you the character necessary to handle prosperity without being corrupted by it. You will use your harvest to bless, not to oppress, to elevate, not to dominate, to unite, not to divide. Now is the time to sharpen your harvesting tools. Prepare your heart through gratitude, increase your capacity through faith, and maintain your focus through clear vision of what is to come. The abundant harvest requires preparation, not just celebration. And you, chosen one, are ready to receive everything the universe has reserved for this special moment. The earth is ready, the seeds have bloomed, and now it's time to reap without measure. This is your season, your moment, your divine manifestation. The extraordinary harvest that is coming is not just a possibility, it's an absolute certainty. The decree has been given, the word has been released, and nothing can prevent you from entering into the fullness of your divine inheritance. What is coming your way will surpass everything you have ever dared to dream, everything you have ever managed to imagine, everything you have ever had the courage to ask for. You are entering a dimension of abundance that defies human logic and operates according to divine principles of supernatural multiplication. Think of the biggest dream you've ever had. Visualize the most extraordinary blessing you've ever dared to desire. Now, multiply that by 1,000. Even then, you haven't come close to what is being prepared for you at this very moment. This is not an empty promise. It's a spiritual reality that has already been decreed and that is materializing in your life right now. Often, you have limited your expectations based on your past experiences. You looked at your circumstances and decided that certain things were impossible or unlikely. But what you didn't realize is that your past history has no authority over your future. What is coming into your life is not determined by what you've already lived, but by what has been divinely ordained for you. The limited vision you had about your own life is being expanded at this moment. The limits you accepted as reality are being broken. The barriers that seemed insurmountable are crumbling. You are entering a territory of unlimited possibilities, where the impossible becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Notice how your mind tries to rationalize what I'm saying. Feel that internal resistance? That voice that says, "This is too good to be true"? That is the voice of limitation, the voice of past experience, the voice of fear disguised as realism. But that voice no longer has power over you. You are being elevated to a frequency where unlimited abundance is your new normal. The financial prosperity that is coming will completely transform your relationship with money. Where there was once scarcity, there will now be more than enough. Where there were once debts, there will now be surplus. Where there was once constant worry, there will now be peace and security. Resources will come from sources you haven't even considered. Opportunities will arise in areas you hadn't imagined, and your ability to generate wealth will be exponentially multiplied. But this is just the beginning. The health and vitality being poured upon you will rejuvenate every cell in your body. You will feel an energy you haven't experienced in years. Chronic problems will begin to dissolve. Physical limitations will be overcome, and you will discover a new dimension of strength and resilience. Your body is being realigned with your divine purpose, and nothing can prevent your manifestation of perfect health. Your relationships will be transformed in ways that surpass your current understanding. Deep and meaningful connections are being formed, divine partnerships are being established, and toxic circles are being dissolved without effort on your part. You will be surrounded by people who elevate your energy, who believe in your vision, and who positively contribute to your journey. Loneliness, rejection, and misunderstanding will be replaced by belonging, acceptance, and true communion. Your life purpose will be revealed with a clarity that will leave you amazed. The confusion about your direction, the doubts about your talents, the uncertainty about your calling, all of this will be replaced by a clear and unequivocal vision of why you are here and what you were born to accomplish. You will discover that your past experiences, even the painful ones, were preparing you for this moment of glorious manifestation. And here is a profound truth that few understand. The abundance that is coming into your life completely transcends the material. Yes, you will receive tangible prosperity, money, health, relationships, but beyond that, you will experience a richness of spirit that cannot be measured in worldly terms. A peace that surpasses all understanding, a joy that doesn't depend on external circumstances, a connection with the divine that will transform every moment into a sacred experience. You were chosen for this extraordinary manifestation not by chance, but by divine purpose. Your destiny was written before your birth, and now is the time for the realization of what has always been yours by right of spiritual birth. The limitations you accepted as reality are being dissolved, and the true magnitude of your destiny is being revealed. Prepare to receive beyond what you imagined. Open your heart, expand your vision, elevate your expectations. What is coming is so extraordinary that when it begins to fully manifest, you will look back and wonder how you could have doubted, how you could have limited your faith, how you could have accepted less than the infinite abundance that was always yours. Chosen one, what I'm about to reveal now will fundamentally change your understanding of the abundance that is coming into your life. This is not a common blessing, not an ordinary manifestation. What is being poured upon you at this moment is a blessing pressed down, shaken together, and running over. An abundance so complete, so intense, and so irresistible that no space in your life will remain untouched by it. Imagine a cup being filled with water. When the water reaches the edge, we consider the cup full. But the blessing that is coming to you goes far beyond this. First, this blessing will be pressed down, as if a divine force were compacting more and more into your cup, creating space for an amount of abundance that defies natural laws. Where you thought only one would fit, 10, 100, 1,000 times more will fit. Then this blessing will be shaken together, as if the universe were shaking your cup to ensure that every space, every crack, every corner is completely filled. There will be no empty areas, no spaces of scarcity in your life. Abundance will fill every dimension of your existence in a complete and perfect way. And finally, your blessing will be running over, exceeding the limits of your cup, overflowing beyond the edges, creating rivers of provision that will flow not only to you, but through you to everyone around you. This is not a blessing that can be contained or limited. It is an abundance that will create an expansive impact, touching not only your life, but also the lives of everyone you connect with. You have experienced periods of almost enough, moments when you had enough to survive, but not to thrive, enough to exist, but not to flourish. Those times have come to an end. Scarcity is no longer your paradigm. Limitation is no longer your reality. You are entering a dimension where abundance is the only language spoken, where provision exceeds need, where excess is the new normal. This blessing pressed down, shaken together, and running over will manifest first in your mindset. You will notice a transformation in how you think about abundance, about possibilities, about your own worth. Limiting beliefs you have carried for decades will be dissolved in an instant, replaced by a deep understanding that you deserve and were destined to live in the fullness of divine provision. In your financial life, you will watch in amazement as resources arrive from unexpected directions. Debts that seemed like insurmountable mountains will be reduced to insignificant mounds. Income opportunities you had not even considered will open before you. Your value in the market will be recognized and rewarded on a scale that defies your current understanding. The financial pressure you have felt for so long will be replaced by a deep peace that comes from the certainty of abundant provision. In your health, you will experience a vitality that seemed impossible. Unlimited energy, mental clarity, physical strength, and emotional balance will be your new daily companions. Conditions that experts declared chronic or permanent will begin to dissolve before the manifestation of this overflowing blessing. Your body will align with your divine purpose, and you will discover that you were designed not just to survive, but to thrive in abundant health. Your relationships will be transformed by the power of this all-filling blessing. Superficial connections will give way to deep and meaningful bonds. Divine partnerships will be formed for purposes that transcend your current understanding. Emotional wounds you have carried for years will be healed, releasing your capacity to love and be loved without reservations or fears. Isolation will be replaced by authentic community, and loneliness will give way to a sense of divine belonging. Your creativity and productivity will reach levels you never imagined possible. Ideas will flow like rivers, insights will emerge like lightning, and your ability to materialize visions will expand exponentially. Creative block will become a distant memory, replaced by a constant flow of divine inspiration that will guide you to extraordinary achievements. This overflowing blessing is not just for you. You have been chosen as a channel through which this abundance will flow to many. As you receive, you will also become a giver. As you prosper, you will elevate others with you. Your abundance will create a legacy that will transcend generations, touching lives you will never personally know. Don't limit this blessing with your unbelief. Don't diminish this manifestation with your doubts. Don't contain this overflow with your fears. Open yourself completely. Receive fully. Believe totally. This is your hour, your moment, your divine manifestation of abundance pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The magnitude of this blessing requires a response from you, deep gratitude and wise stewardship. You have been chosen not only to receive, but to manage this abundance in a way that glorifies its source and benefits many. This is a sacred responsibility, a divine trust, and you have been equipped with the wisdom necessary to administer it with integrity and purpose. A great transformation is happening in the divine clock of your life. The hand that for so long marked wait has just made its last turn, and now firmly points to reward. This is not just any moment, it's a cosmic shift of spiritual season that will affect every aspect of your existence. The time of waiting, with all its trials, tears, and tests, has officially come to an end. For years, perhaps decades, you walked through the desert of waiting. You planted seeds that seemed never to sprout. You invested in dreams that seemed eternally distant. You persevered when everything and everyone around you said to give up. There were moments when you questioned if the time of reward would ever come, if your prayers were being heard, if your efforts were worth it. But you persisted, with a faith that transcended circumstances and a hope that defied logic. Those days of waiting were not in vain. Each moment was carefully orchestrated to prepare you for this new season. The desert was not your destination, it was your training. The wait was not your punishment, it was your preparation. While you waited, your character was being forged, your strength was being built, and your capacity to receive was being expanded. Now, the time of reward has arrived in full force, and nothing can stop it. This is not a gradual or hesitant change. It is a definitive and irrevocable transformation. The door of reward is not simply ajar. It has been flung wide open, and an avalanche of blessings is about to flood your life with an intensity you can barely imagine. Observe the signs of this change of season. Doors that were firmly locked before are opening effortlessly. Opportunities you pursued for years are suddenly pursuing you. Resources that seemed scarce now flow abundantly. Relationships you dreamed of are materializing. These are not coincidences. They are tangible confirmations that the time of reward has arrived. The reward that is coming is not just proportional to your effort, it exceeds it exponentially. Where you sowed in tears, you will reap in multiplied joy. Where you invested with sacrifice, you will receive with extravagant abundance. Divine mathematics does not follow linear principles. It operates according to laws of supernatural multiplication that transform small seeds into enormous harvests. This reward will come in successive waves, each more powerful than the previous one. The first wave may surprise you with its intensity, but it's just the beginning. Prepare yourself for a tsunami of blessings that will continue to arrive, transforming every area of your life with increasing power. What begins as a stream will become a river, and the river will transform into an ocean of divine provision. During the time of waiting, you had to fight for every inch of progress. Each victory required extraordinary effort. Each advance demanded supernatural persistence. But in the time of reward, you will experience divine favor that makes doors open without pushing, mountains move without effort, and victories arrive without exhausting battles. What was once difficult will now be easy. What was once impossible will now be inevitable. You will notice an acceleration in all areas of your life. Promises that seemed distant will be quickly fulfilled. Projects that were stagnant will gain sudden momentum. Relationships that were evolving slowly will reach new levels of depth in record time. The pace of your life will change from patient walking to victorious running. This change of season brings with it a transformation in the way you relate to time. During the wait, each day seemed endless. Now in the reward, you will perceive that time works in your favor, multiplying your efforts and accelerating the manifestation of your dreams. What would normally take years to materialize will occur in months, weeks, or even days. The reward that is coming is not just material, although it includes tangible abundance. It is a holistic reward that will touch every dimension of your life: physical, emotional, spiritual, relational, intellectual. You will experience fullness in areas where you previously felt lack, completeness where there was fragmentation, and integrity where there was division. During the time of waiting, you often felt alone on the journey. Now, in the time of reward, you will discover divine allies, people strategically positioned to support your ascension, mentors designated to guide your path, and partners destined to multiply your impact. The solitude of waiting gives way to the communion of reward. This cosmic change of season is not temporary or conditional. It is not a brief interval of blessings, followed by a new period of scarcity. It is a permanent transformation of your destiny, a fundamental realignment of your trajectory. You are not just visiting the land of reward. You are settling in it as your new permanent address. The time of waiting served its purpose and now has given way to the time of reward, a season of accelerated manifestation, supernatural favor, and fulfillment of promises. Open your arms, expand your vision, increase your expectation. The time of reward has arrived, and nothing will be as before. Chosen one, open your heart to the magnitude of what is being released upon your life at this moment. The harvest that is coming is not limited to a specific area or to a particular dimension of your existence. This is a complete, integral, and multidimensional harvest that will touch every area of your life simultaneously, creating a symphony of abundance that will resonate for generations. Often, you have experienced isolated blessings, perhaps financial prosperity while struggling with health, or harmonious relationships while facing professional challenges. That fragmentation of blessing is a thing of the past. What is being released now is a wave of harvest that knows no limits or boundaries, that does not distinguish between areas of your life, but floods all of them with equal power and intensity. In your financial life, prepare for a harvest that transcends your current understanding of prosperity. We are not talking just about having enough or even about comfort. We are talking about extraordinary abundance that will allow you not only to live well, but to do good on a significant scale. Resources will come from unexpected directions, investments will give multiplied returns, and new sources of income will open effortlessly for you. The financial pressure that for so long weighed on your shoulders will be replaced by a sense of lightness and freedom you can barely imagine. In your physical health, the harvest will manifest as renewed vitality and integral well-being. Energy you haven't felt in years will flow through every cell of your body. Chronic conditions will begin to recede before the wave of healing being released. You will discover a new paradigm of health, not just absence of disease, but vibrant presence of abundant life. Your body will align with your divine purpose, providing the strength and endurance necessary to fulfill your mission on this earth. In your relationships, the harvest will bring profound transformations that will rewrite your emotional history. People who were divinely designated to walk alongside you are being directed to your life at this moment. Toxic relationships that drained your energy will be dissolved without trauma, while connections that elevate your spirit will be strengthened and deepened. The loneliness that may have been your companion for so long will give way to true and nurturing communion. You will discover the power of divine alliances, strategic partnerships formed not by interest or convenience, but by shared celestial purpose. In your intellectual and creative life, prepare for a harvest of revolutionary ideas and supernatural inspiration. Mental blocks that limited your expression will be removed like torn curtains, revealing landscapes of possibilities you never imagined. Your mind will function at an elevated level of clarity and discernment. Solutions to complex problems will appear instantly. Creative projects that were stagnant will come to life with irresistible force. You will become a channel of wisdom and innovation that will surprise even those who always believed in you. In your spiritual life, the harvest will manifest as a deeper and more intimate connection with the divine. The veil that separated the natural from the supernatural will become so thin that you will perceive the divine presence in every moment of your day. Spiritual intuitions will become more frequent and clearer. Your ability to discern purpose and direction will increase exponentially. You will experience a peace that transcends human understanding and a joy that does not depend on external circumstances. This elevated spiritual dimension will serve as the foundation for all other areas of your harvest. In your vocation and life purpose, prepare for unprecedented clarity. That feeling of drifting, of not knowing exactly where you are going or why, will be replaced by a crystal-clear vision of your unique calling. You will understand not only what you were called to do, but also why. And that understanding will infuse every action with meaning and power. Doors that lead to the fulfillment of your purpose will open effortlessly, and resources necessary for your mission will be provided at the exact moment. Even in aspects of life you had not considered, the harvest will manifest in surprising ways. Dormant talents will suddenly awaken. Skills you didn't even know you possessed will emerge at the perfect moment. Connections with places and cultures that seemed distant will materialize to expand your influence. Nothing will remain untouched by the wave of abundance that is sweeping your life. The power of this integral harvest is in its synergistic nature. Each benefited area strengthens the others, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and expansion. Financial prosperity allows investments in health and well-being. Improved health increases your energy to build meaningful relationships. Strengthened relationships open doors to new professional opportunities. Spiritual growth provides wisdom to administer each blessing with integrity. Everything is connected, everything is aligned, everything is operating in divine harmony for your complete elevation. This simultaneous harvest in all areas is not accidental. It is strategically designed to establish an unshakable foundation for your next level. You are not being elevated in one area only to fall in another. You are being completely transformed, fully equipped, perfectly prepared for the extraordinary mission that awaits you. Do not make the mistake of limiting this harvest with expectations based on past experiences. What is being released now transcends any previous blessing, any prior manifestation. This is a new dimension of abundance, a new paradigm of provision, a new expression of divine favor upon your life. The integral harvest that is coming is not just for you. You have been chosen as a channel through which this abundance will flow to many. As your life transforms in all dimensions, you will become a living example, tangible proof that unlimited abundance is possible, available, and accessible to all who believe. Your testimony will inspire others to expand their own expectations and to open themselves to receive their own complete harvest. Prepare to be transformed in every area of your life, to be elevated in every dimension of your existence. The integral harvest is coming, and nothing will be as before. The decree has been given, the word has been released, and the manifestation has already begun. Your life is about to become a living testimony to the power of harvest without limits. Chosen one, we have reached the end of this transformative journey, but for you, it is just the beginning. What I have shared are not just words. It is a prophetic decree that is already in motion in your life. The explosion of blessings I announced is not a distant possibility, but a reality that is already manifesting in your existence at this exact moment. The seeds you planted are blooming now. The earth is perfectly prepared for your abundant harvest. You will receive far beyond what you ever imagined, with blessings pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing in every area of your life. The time of waiting has definitely given way to the time of reward, and your harvest will arrive simultaneously in all dimensions of your existence. As I conclude this message, I want you to understand deeply. Your life is on the threshold of the most extraordinary transformation you have ever experienced. The signs are already appearing around you. That unexpected opportunity, that coincidental encounter, that sudden idea, all are indicators that your harvest season has arrived and is accelerating with each moment. From now on, observe with conscious expectation. Be attentive to the signs of your harvest that will begin to multiply. Don't allow doubts, fears, or past experiences to diminish the magnitude of what is coming your way. You have been chosen for this moment, prepared through every challenge, refined through every trial, and now you are ready to receive everything that has always been yours by divine right. Remember, this is not a common message you heard by chance. You were directly guided to receive this revelation because your time has come, your moment, your season of extraordinary manifestation. The explosion of blessings has already begun, and nothing can stop it. If this message touched your heart, confirm your commitment to this new reality. Subscribe to our channel to continue receiving words of power that will nourish your faith. Leave your like as an act of agreement with the divine decree that was released upon your life today. You are chosen, destined for greatness, a recipient of divine abundance that transcends human limitations. Go forward with unwavering confidence, knowing that your harvest season has arrived, and the explosion of blessings we promised is just the beginning of what awaits you in this new and glorious phase of your journey.